You're listening to the Straight Crooked Podcast.
Slay.
Chills.
Can you hear me okay from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, with your prescription issues, like saying that your prescription is expired and you're scared to go without it because you're scared it's going to mess you up. So I don't think it's any secret to anybody else that I have mental health issues. I've got ADHD, I've got OCD, and plus depression and anxiety, which I feel like everybody and their grandma has.
Right.
So anyway, I'm on several different medications, and I don't know what has happened, but since the pandemic, it is so difficult to get medication.
Really?
Yes. And because like a lot of mine are specialty ones or like designer ones because all of the generics don't work for me. So it's been impossible for me to get them. And I've gone without all of my medicines for about a week now. And
no.
I am so tired and drained and just not able to focus right now.
Right.
And I think that's kind of what happened because I woke up this morning, I had a lot of stuff to do with the house, which I'll get to in a minute. But I did not even realize that we were filming today. Like it did not even cross my mind that we were filming today. And so I was like, well, I got all my stuff done. I'm going to take a nap.
No way. Oh, so you were up before, like earlier this morning.
Yeah.
Doing things and then you took a nap. Okay.
Yes. And
nice.
Goes to show naps are not good.
Naps are never good.
Yeah.
I'm not a supporter.
Yeah. So that, and just people are, and I know I'm not the only one, people are having to go without their medications, and especially medications that are so essential. Like, you know, if you have diabetes, you need insulin. Like if your mental health, you need your mental health medications. You're not supposed to stop taking them. And they're just impossible to get. Like for one of mine, he was like, oh yeah, it says it's not available to order. And I'm like, what do you mean it's not available to order? Like that's not an option.
Wow.
And so I'm like, what is happening here? We need to be able to access our medications. We pay so much money for prescriptions. We pay so much money for health insurance. And we're not able to access the medications that we need. It's ridiculous.
Right. I'm not understanding why, because I understand like the pandemic affected like stuff like that, but how can it affect like mental health medication?
Exactly. It's affecting everything. And I don't know why. And just like, I don't know. And it just doesn't make sense to me because this is a multi-billion-dollar a year industry.
Yeah.
You would think that you would be able to fix your supply issues.
Right. And at what point do we stop blaming the pandemic for everything? Or did it actually cause that much damage? I don't know.
I don't know. But we're going on 4 years now since this has happened.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know when we draw the line here.
That's bizarre.
Is.
I don't like that. Yeah, because mine, I was just saying before we actually started recording, but mine's there. It's available. It's a birth control prescription. And for me, I need it because it's been tremendous in helping with my periods. I have always had the most irregular, I don't know when they're coming. I'll go 6 months without one, 6 months, not really 6 months with one, but you know,
yeah.
It was like I hated not knowing anything, and now they're on like schedule. I know when they're coming. And I'm afraid, like with the hormones, I don't want to be all jacked up. Yeah, and start acting weird. So I renewed it. And then shortly, and like I pay to renew it. I do it like through an online thing, not through a doctor. Paid to renew it. And then I got a message like, hey, your prescription's expiring. You need to renew it. So I sent them a message. I'm like, hey, I just renewed it. Like, what's going on? And they just confirmed. It literally said like October, whatever of this year, your prescription has been renewed. And I'm like, perfect. Just got an email today saying, hey, your prescription is already expired, but it's not too late to renew it. I'm like, hello? It's frustrating.
It is.
Just enough with that. So I can't imagine like not actually getting something that you need. And I can't imagine the mental health aspect coming into it as well. I feel like that makes it so much worse than just, oh, my
Mhm.
periods need to be regular.
I mean, that'll give you mental health issues too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So, but I mean, just like another one, which I know a lot of people probably know about the GLP, like injectable medications for weight loss, which I feel like I've shared with you before. But there has been a huge increase in demand. I thought it was about to start thundering.
I did
Um,
hear something.
I think it was that stupid car.
Oh no.
Side note, there's a car in my apartment complex that is so loud, sounds like somebody's about to get murdered.
I
Um,
jumped the other day.
yeah.
I thought we were getting murdered.
Yep, it's them. It's them. They're pulling off.
Nice.
Jeez. Um, but anyway, the reason the demand is so high is because celebrities like Chelsea Handler and other people
He's
who
on
want,
Ozempic?
yes, and want to lose 5 pounds and then end up gaining the 5 pounds back anyway when they're done with it.
That's actually
Um,
hilarious.
it is. It's so ridiculous though, because you know they get preferential
Oh
treatment.
yeah, for sure.
And so now regular people who really need it, like me, can't get it because I got
Right.
authorized for it. I jumped through all the hoops to get it authorized. And then I was able to take it for 1 month, lost 10 pounds, and then nothing because I wasn't able to fill it anymore.
It's Hollywood. It's literally Hollywood. Everyone wants the Ozempic physique.
Ozempic, Mounjaro, which Ozempic and Mounjaro, though, are for diabetes. Wegovy
Right.
is the only one that's not for diabetes, it's for weight loss.
Isn't it all the same thing though?
It
It's just
is. It's
branded
all the
different.
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now they have like compound pharmacies where you go and they make the formula to give it to you and it's not real anything.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know how they operate because I thought they weren't allowed to do that because Wegovy is like a trademark patented product. So you can't just copy it.
Oh,
You're really not supposed to.
right.
But people are going and doing this and they're paying $300 each time that they go.
For like one shot.
I believe it would be like a month worth because you usually take it like once a week, so 4 shots.
Okay.
But
Wow.
yeah, no,
And
it's
this is in the
ridiculous.
US, they can do this?
Yeah, yeah,
What?
I know. It's
I've
crazy.
never heard of that before. That feels very illegal.
Yeah, right? And so
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know where these compound pharmacies come from and how they're legal, but they're doing illegal things.
Right? Question
I
mark? Like, what is that about?
don't know. I don't
Interesting.
know. But what's more hilarious is that my prior authorization for it expired and I went to go renew it and they were like, "Oh yeah, you can't because you haven't lost 5% of your body weight." And I'm like, "I haven't lost 5% of my body weight because I'm not on it. I haven't been able to get it."
I feel
Anyway,
like that's so messed up that they could do that.
it's appalling.
There's no way. How can they expect you to lose anything if you haven't received the product beyond the first month?
I know. I know.
Are they going to fix that?
I tried, my doctor refused to do it. And she's like, lose 5% of your body weight. So
What? Without it?
yeah. Like if I could do that, then I wouldn't need it.
Right. Okay. Are you going to go to a different doctor?
I don't know. I've kind of just put that by the wayside for right now.
Yeah.
Just not even.
When you were taking it for the month, did it have any like negative side effects to
Not
it?
really for me.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I heard Sharon Osbourne talking about it. She was on it and she said you just throw up all the time and that's why you're losing weight and not eating. And I'm like, that sounds like a nightmare. But I mean, I'm assuming it's different for everyone.
Yeah, probably. But also, if you're throwing up all the time, maybe you should not take it. You know,
Yeah,
like, but it's supposed to be for your appetite, which I don't think my appetite is the issue anyway.
right.
You know, I think my
Yeah.
appetite is fine. It's normal.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make sense. But
But it helped when you had it.
yeah,
Question mark.
yeah, no, it did. It did. And I'm not sure if it kind of is like negative, like it's like you have no appetite, but shouldn't you be
Ooh.
eating?
Yeah,
Like, shouldn't you?
because that's not good either
No.
to get into those habits.
Right. Exactly. So anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's probably a good thing that I'm not able to get it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. But my like mental health medications, like no, I need those.
Right. That's a whole different story.
Yeah. So we've just been struggling. And with that being said, I don't have an episode planned. So this is what we've been talking about
Nice.
because it's relevant.
Yes.
And yeah, I forgot we were filming. And I was like, okay, well, we are just going to talk about what's going on right now.
Absolutely. I love that. It's kind of like a little news episode.
Yeah. Um, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is that I close on my house tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yay. Um, so a lot of moving and whatnot will be taking place, but we've got to do closing, so I've got to go to the lawyer's office and wire them a whole bunch of money tomorrow.
Fun.
Um,
Love that.
yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit rough, but there's so much paperwork involved. Like, and I know I said this last time, but it's seriously the sheer amount of just everything that you have to do. I'm so relieved that it's over.
Yeah.
So relieved. But now you've got to do utility setup and like, I know, like I've got to get my internet hooked up. I've got to get my trash picked up, you know.
No, thank you.
I know. I know.
So once you close tomorrow, then you're free to start like moving in and
I
all that.
am.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Are you so excited?
I'm excited. I'm thinking about even just finding an air mattress or something and going to go sleep in there, even if my stuff isn't over there.
Oh, that's cute.
But I don't have internet. So it'll be DVDs for
Boo.
me
Yeah.
or
Or
something.
TikTok or something.
Something.
Unless you don't have good service either. Do you have, I didn't
I
even
actually have pretty
notice.
good service out there. I don't have
Okay.
service here at,
Oh,
at my
okay.
current apartment.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Um, so that's gonna be a lot, which is another reason why I haven't had an episode planned because
Yeah.
this has just been a lot. But
Yeah.
we've wanted to get episodes out to you guys and not have to take a hiatus, you know, and entertain you every week.
That's what you can call it. Are we entertaining? That's the big question.
I think
I
so.
entertain myself like crazy. I think I'm the coolest person in the world, but I don't know if that translates. Are you gonna
I
do
think we're cool.
I think we're cool too. I would listen to us if I wasn't us.
Yeah. What was your question?
Are you gonna do like I know you're talking about cooking for Thanksgiving. Are you gonna do any type of housewarming, maybe like in December when you're more settled or something?
I want to have a party. Yes, I believe so. Yep.
Party.
Yep.
Like, okay, what kind, like a classy adult party now that you have your own house?
No,
Or like
probably not. I don't know how to be classy. Okay.
right.
That's just kind of how I am. People bring some food and some alcohol and we'll just have a good time. Good old
Oh, that's
kickback.
classy. That's what I was saying, more like a proper like adult party, or like the lights and the music and the rager and the drugs and not
Yes.
the drugs, but you know what I mean? Like the ragers that like teenagers have like on movies, that kind of thing.
I'm gonna have a rager.
Are you
It's gonna be a
actually?
rager. I don't know. They might call the HOA on me. I don't think they can do that.
What a
They'll call
threat
the
that
police on
is.
me,
Yeah.
maybe. But the good thing is
Um,
that my neighborhood is mostly unoccupied,
yeah, for now it would be a perfect time to
at
do
least
that.
where I am.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm. I wonder when my neighbors move in.
I don't know. I feel like just based on how the houses looked, it makes me feel like they have kids
Yeah, for
because
sure.
it's like bigger. So I'm like, okay, that's like a whole family moving in there. That's what I assume.
That's what I think too.
So have fun with that.
That's what I'm saying. I guess we need to do it before they move in.
Yeah. I don't love, like, how do you feel about having neighbors like that? Like, I know you're used to being in the apartment and there's people all around you, but like in a house, how do you feel about having neighbors?
I hope that they are just not nosy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a relatively quiet person. So I don't really have to worry about too much. But also like just let me live my life, my
Right.
dudes. Because
Yeah.
if it is loud or whatever, it's probably going to be one day out of the year, you know?
Yeah. Very rare occasion. I
Exactly.
I don't love I don't love the idea of neighbors. I really don't. I don't
I
like
know.
people knowing your business just by living that close to you. I don't like people living that close, like, and even like any
They are
neighborhood
so
setting,
close too.
they
It's
are.
like 10 feet.
Yeah. But any neighborhood setting, I think I was kind of raised in a way to be like, mm-mm, not for me, don't like that. I don't want to walk out to my mailbox and have to see people, possibly, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, I know. And that's me too. Like I'm a bridge troll. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Especially like on lazy days when I just want to order my Uber Eats and I don't even want to open the door because I'm scared somebody's going to see me looking the way that I do. I just come out to grab my bag that's at the door and
a
run
little
back in.
gremlin popping out, like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. That's how I feel. But no, I think just in the houses we were raised in too, we're not used to having neighbors. We have land.
right.
You know what I'm saying? We
Yep.
had more space. So this is gonna be my first time living in any type of neighborhood like that.
Yeah. You'll have to tell us how it goes after a while. Hopefully you won't have any stories to tell, but it would be very entertaining if you have some crazy stories. One thing that I'm scared of people in general. Like people can
hmm
look so normal, live in the same area as you, whatever, and they're like absolutely insane. Like you don't know how many bodies do they have in their basement. We don't know.
True.
And when my brother lived in Valdosta, we were staying at his house one night, and the neighbors, I guess, were having like a get together. So I'm in like the front bedroom by the front door, and it's dark. Everyone's in bed. It is nighttime, okay? And I
hmm
hear this kid, like a kid, I'm talking like 5 or under, in front of the window that I'm laying at. It was like one of the bigger windows that kind of goes down,
hmm
and just sobbing, crying, and then comes to the front door and knocks on it, okay? So I come out of the bedroom. I'm scared. My brother's there. His best friend is there. They were both in the military at the time. They're locked and loaded. They're ready to protect us at all costs.
From a
And they
5 year
open the
old,
right, but we don't know because
you
it's
think it's
like
a trap?
honestly, because it's like it's freaking out. I don't know the age. I didn't actually see the kid, but it sounded extremely young. So they open the door and kind of step out over to the neighbors, and they like came and they were like, "Oh, don't he just woke up. He got confused where he was, blah blah blah." And that something about that always didn't sit right with me because I thought something was happening to the kid and he was genuinely coming for help, and then like the adults in the situation were like harming him
Oh,
in some way or scaring him or something. And they're like, "Oh no, he just woke up and got confused about where he was."
like you guys not lock the door? How did he get outside?
Right. It was very bizarre. I don't think I slept after that. But in that same neighborhood, mind you, they lived in such a nice neighborhood. Like I felt so safe there. I stayed there for a month. I would take like walks and stuff. I never felt scared there. When you pull into the neighborhood, and oh my God, the next time I go to Valdosta, I need to go visit this house. There was one particular house. All the windows were boarded up, like not with just like ugly wood. That it looked like a grayish color. All the windows were covered, like the door windows. The
hmm
garage door was never like this house was sealed up, but people lived there. And I'm like, are they doomsday preppers? It was bizarre. It was
They
you never
must
saw
be.
anyone. Yeah, you never. This was a different house than the neighbors where the kid came
Right.
out of, but that was always so bizarre to me. It was just like, what's going on in there? Are you okay? Are you crazy? Are you scared? Do you know something we don't? Are you harming people in there? It was
You
very
ever seen
weird.
them?
Nope, never seen them. But I know it was occupied.
And so what? It was gray wood because they wanted it to look classy.
I don't know if it was wood or if it like I pictured it to be like I don't know, like you can get the thick poster board or something. I don't know what it was. I never got close enough. I just know it wasn't when I say boarded up, it wasn't like a literal piece of wood like nailed. It was covered from the inside, but I mean, do they even turn lights on in there? Is their house pitch black? We don't know. We know nothing. And that has been many years now, so I would love to see if they even still look like that, the house.
Maybe they moved.
I always made a joke to my mom. I was like, I'm gonna mail them like a secret Amazon package, but it's gonna be one of those. Oh my God, this is so bad too. One of those clocks that secretly has a camera in it and hope that they're like, oh, here's a clock, let's use it. So then I can just like watch the inside of their house. Wait, that is so weird when I say it out loud.
You just want to
I'm
be a fly on the
probably
wall.
Yeah, I'm probably the exact reason they have their house boarded up. People like me trying to do that. But I
Or they could
just
just
want
be
to know what's
murdering
going
people.
on. That's what I'm saying. Like, are they scared of people or are they the people we should be scared of?
Probably. Because
That's a mystery I'll never
at first I
solve.
thought doomsday preppers, but no, if it's from the inside, like covered up just so you can't see in,
Right.
then something is going on.
Yeah.
It's not a, boarding up for protection.
Very weird. If you're listening and you're in Valdosta, hit me up. I'll send you the address. You can ride by and send us the footage of what it looks like.
That's odd.
I
That's
know.
odd.
But also, like on that same note, I guess, of me kind of wanting to see what's inside, I've always been a little bit weird in the sense that one of my favorite things is when you drive past a house at night and the windows are open and the lights are on inside so you can see inside the house.
It's usually a TV.
Oh, I'm thinking like they're oh, you're saying what you
What's
see in there
inside?
is usually yeah, just like their TVs, their lamps, their couch, like whatever it may be, but I get a thrill from that. I sound like a peeping Tom. I'm not. I don't want to see the people, don't care about the people. I want to know their layout, what's in their house, how do they have it set up, how do
Now
they
you sound
live.
like a robber.
I come in
Casing the
peace, I
joint.
mean no harm. There's no casing happening.
You
Just
want to you
curiosity.
want to hear the craziest thing I've ever seen through somebody's windows?
Please tell me.
All right, be
Uh-oh.
prepared. All right.
Okay.
So my old apartment complex, there was this young fellow, and he drove a super old like Maserati, like old Maserati or Ferrari or something, one of those really fancy cars. Anyway, so one day we were walking through, and Mom goes, "I think they're having sex," and I said, "No, they're not really, are they?" They were camming.
Like filming themselves?
Yes,
And they left the blinds open.
yes.
Did they want someone to see, do you
I don't
think?
know. I tell you, at one point he was at the window, just
Uh-uh. No.
and she had a costume on and everything.
I hope they made some good money.
Yeah, that's probably why they were doing it for one.
Yeah.
Had to
Oh
have
my
been.
God. Did you stick around and watch?
Yes.
Did
I
you
was like, I need
actually?
my glasses. I need my glasses.
Did they ever spot you?
No.
You were watching from inside your apartment and you
We
could see
lived
it?
across the like across the way. He was directly
No
across from me.
way. Oh my God. Did you stay till the end?
No, no, no. But I did peep. But okay, is that an ethical dilemma? Like, morally, is it wrong if they're wanting you to watch them? Just like that
I,
movie, The Voyeurs.
yeah. I struggle with that as well because it's on one hand like maybe not necessarily in that situation, but just looking in general, do they want you to watch them? Probably not. But like if you don't want people to watch, why is it wide open?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I don't have morals because if blinds are open or a door is open, I'm gonna look in every time. It's just how I
Just
am.
nosy.
Yeah, oh my God, I want to know everything. I'm so nosy.
Oh God. I don't know.
What do
Would
you
you have
think?
stuck around?
Well, okay, I think my fear of getting caught outweighs my curiosity sometimes. So it depends though. Like if I'm in the comfort of my own home, I might, I mean, not necessarily with people going at it. I'm not saying I'm here to see that, but just in general being nosy, I feel like I'm not above like slouching down in the corner and just like
Yeah, it was
of
on
my
my
window.
balcony. It
My window.
was
Okay, that's even better. You're just sitting out on your balcony enjoying the fresh air. That's all you're doing. If you happen, I would probably pop on a pair of sunglasses so they couldn't see my eyes, turn my head this way and point my eyes that way.
they'd be like, why are they wearing sunglasses at night?
Oh my God. I actually love doing that, like at the beach or wherever, putting on sunglasses and turning my head one way but staring another. When I started wearing real glasses, I forgot that they were different than sunglasses, and I would be staring at people and wondering why they were looking back at me.
You just unlocked a memory for me.
What?
Me and my childhood best friend, Emmy, we used to go to the beach together in summers and stuff like that. And we would get the darkest pair of glasses that we could find so we could check out boys. Like the darkest pairs of sunglasses.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
See, you're using your powers for good. I don't think I even like check people out. I'm just, again, so nosy.
I
Like,
never check people out anymore. It doesn't register to me that people are attractive.
because they're
But back in the
not.
day, right. Back in the day, I used to be like boy crazy when I was in like middle school.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're like, oh, check those boys out.
With my dark shades. Yes.
I love that. That's actually genius. Hello.
But not
That's
anymore.
literally what they were invented for. So, not UV protection.
Right.
Protection? Did I say protection?
No, you didn't.
Okay. Thank you.
At least I didn't hear it that way. You called yourself out on it.
Oh man. Oh man. When I don't even know if I want to admit this.
Uh-oh.
When I because you said beach, well, we were talking about the beach. So I never check people out, but going to the beach or like let's say like the aquarium, like cute places when I'm usually with my family, amusement parks, I have vivid memories. I'll give examples for each one. I instead picture myself there with my celebrity crush. So I'll go into a fantasy land like everyone around me is like enjoying their time and I'm pretending like the celebrity crush is with me like we're on a date. So for example, one time at the aquarium, I spent all day fantasizing, like I was enjoying my time and I was interacting with everything, but I was fantasizing that Michael from 5 Seconds of Summer was there with me and my family on a date. One time at Six Flags, it was Eminem was riding roller coasters with me, and he's the only one that could convince me to get on the roller coasters. Um, Little Five Points in Atlanta. Have you been there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and all like the cute little shops and stuff like that have things that we just don't see around like Loganville and stuff. I used to fantasize that Harry Styles was there with me and we were checking out clothes. Um, Most recently at the beach, it was Maddie Healy from the 1975. This was literally in April of this year. He was on vacation with me and my family. So, yeah.
Oh my God.
I also still look at people and I judge them not from a harsh way, but I'm just like, okay, like what snacks do they have? Like, what are they doing in the sand? How are, how deep are they going into the ocean? Like, I'm looking and seeing what everyone's doing, but then I'm in my head, like, yeah, whatever. Is that like some kind of mental disorder that's happening there?
I think that is just creative imagination.
Thank you. That's why my first tattoo was Daydream Believer, because I live in all these little daydreams all the time, and I truly believe that they can happen. I don't know.
That was your first tattoo?
Yep. Did you do sports? Any sports growing up?
I My dog is snoring. It's hilarious.
Oh, I thought you were laughing at a memory of
I
sports.
was too,
Oh,
as well.
okay.
So my parents will disagree with me on this to this day. They said that I said that I wanted to take karate. I never said that. They signed me up for karate. That was rough.
Not even when you were younger, you didn't maybe say that you wanted to do it?
No, they signed me up for karate like immediately after, and I was like, I never said that. But so I didn't even get to a yellow belt before I dropped out.
And I don't even know what yellow is, where that
Right
is in the
after white.
ranking. Oh, like so the second level essentially.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Maybe like 8.
Dang, karate at 8 years old. You could have been kicking people's butts.
I know. I could have been. And then I had tennis in 3rd grade.
Oh,
Um,
that's fun.
and so I actually quite enjoyed tennis, but I hit the instructor with the ball once and I was so embarrassed that I didn't want to go back.
No, that's hilarious. I love that. You
What about
definitely
you?
should have gone back. Well, speaking of tennis, I'm dying. Like everything inside of me is yearning to play pickleball. I want to play pickleball so bad. This pickleball craze is driving me crazy. And I see the local churches. I see them all around me. Got the signs outside pickleball, all ages, all levels. I can't bring
Really?
myself to play pickleball at a church. I can't do it.
Huh.
I don't want to. I don't want to play with old men, creepy men,
We need to see if
and
we can find pickleball down here
they have to have it, right?
and we can try.
I want to play so bad. Anyway, so my first sport that I did, I think you probably don't even know this. Do you know I used to be a cheerleader for Jesus?
I didn't know that you were a cheerleader for Jesus.
I was a cheerleader for Jesus. So I went to this church with this girl that was like my 3rd grade best friend or whatever. And it's actually here in Loganville, even though like we lived in Snellville. And they had this thing where you can sign up and do cheerleading, like competition cheerleading. But since it's through the church, it like wasn't some like intense school kind of thing. So we paid and I did it and we were pretty good, I think, like for being so young. We got like 2nd place in our competition, but there were 2 girls on the team that couldn't do cartwheels and I was one of them. And I remember like the tumbling coach, I almost didn't go back because of her because she kept like pushing me, like, do it again, blah, blah, blah. And like I hurt my
Mm.
wrist trying to cartwheel. And I'm like, some people just are not built to cartwheel. No matter how hard you try, like my arms are not going to hold me up no matter how hard I try, lady. That's not what my arms do. And I'm afraid of being upside down. Like it was a recipe for
Yeah.
disaster. But yeah, I was a lot bigger than everyone else as a kid. I was a lot taller and a lot wider because I guess I grew faster than everyone else, which kind of sucks because then I stopped growing and girls kept getting taller and I was like, this is not fun. I always thought I was going to be the tallest and that's what I wanted. But since I was so broad, I guess I was always the base in the stunts, so I'm always the
Mhm.
one holding the girls up and it was fun while it lasted. I think I just did it for the 1 year, but then I repurposed my uniform as a Halloween costume for at least 1 year after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were you like a zombie cheerleader for
No, just a
Jesus?
regular cheerleader for Jesus. Just a cute
Oh.
cheerleader. It was
Oh.
called Impact Cheering. And we got the little mixed CD with like our competition music or whatever. And I would
Hmm.
take it home and man, I would do that routine all the time. I got gym mats from like Goodwill or something, like very thin, did not help whatsoever. And I remember being like in the like the little yard of our trailer doing like front flips, thinking I was so cool because I could front flip, even though you like can't use that like at all because it's not a front handspring or anything like that. I was so stressed out that I was like not able to do like gymnastic type things. But
Mm-mm.
after that, I did softball for a year. Actually, no, when I was a kid, like a little kid, I did t-ball. And you know, like you don't know what you're doing when you're a kid, so they have like a coach
Right.
on each base to help
Yeah.
you. And one of the late, like, we all know I don't respond well to any type of, I don't want to say criticism, but like if I felt like it was discipline or any type of confrontation, it freaked me out. So
Hmm.
one of the ladies on the base, instead of just being like, go, she would like, go, 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 run, 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 go, go. And I quit because of her, because I didn't like that she was yelling at me and pushing me. So that lasted not very long. That was before cheerleading. And then in the 5th grade, I did softball for 1 year, like rec softball, not for the school. And that was okay. It was also quite scary for me as well. Just having an audience and being told what to
Oh,
do.
how did you do all this stuff when you didn't talk?
I talked a little by the time I started doing softball.
But not
I don't
cheerleading.
I don't remember if I spoke during cheerleading. And I do remember being like, it used to embarrass me to like scream. So I don't know if I was actually even cheering or if I was like miming. I couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
Oh,
But
that's great.
then after, oh, as I was doing softball, I started doing rec basketball, which that was like my longest sport. I played for like 6 or 7 years, I think.
Damn.
I don't remember. I think maybe it's not called auditioning. What's it called?
Try out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I tried out for the school team in high school maybe once. I don't
Hmm.
know if I ever tried out. Maybe I just went to the
Conditioning.
yeah, I just went to like the conditioning for basketball, and it freaks me out certain ways they do things, like when they make you run suicides and stuff, and I'm not a good runner. So I was always very like, am I gonna
Hmm.
pass out? Am I gonna die? Are they gonna make me throw up because I can't, like I need to run, whatever. So I don't think I ever even tried out for school basketball, but I did play rec, and that was like so much fun for me. High school, I tried out for volleyball. I fell in love with it. In the 9th grade, I was on the 9th grade team. And yeah, something just, I think it was like social anxiety got the best of me, of like all the girls and the pressure to like do well and stuff. I was actually very good for my 9th grade team. I was very good. But
Hmm.
then when it went to getting on JV and like varsity, I was scared, so I quit. And then I felt really bad because my brother was super excited that he had a sister that was into sports. And I'm like, I'm disappointing everyone in my life, even though it wasn't that serious. But I've never looked better than when I did volleyball. Like, only working out at practices and stuff, I had the cutest butt, the tiniest little waist. I should have stuck with it, to be honest. Um, and I feel like cheerleading. I tried out for cheerleading in high school, maybe even in middle school as well, multiple times.
Hmm.
When they say it's like, what's the word that I'm looking for? Anyway, so it was like one of those things where like the parents then are more involved with the school and like donating more money or putting in more, volunteer time, whatever. Those were the kids that were making it on the cheerleading team, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
I specifically remember this one girl, not a good cheerleader. She just overall seemed like a very, very not a good person. You know what I mean? Definitely didn't have like the cheerleader look or anything like that. And by that, I just mean I don't even think she ever brushed her hair before she came to school. But somehow she made it on the cheerleading squad twice over me. And I was putting in the work. Like, I never understood. It's probably because I'm like built funny and I have like if I don't remember to stand up straight, I can have a hunchback. That's probably why they didn't want me. But I remember being so upset. I'm like, this is, what's the word? Not a democracy, but like, just knowing that these other parents that are like donating more and like involved in fundraisers and stuff, their kids are guaranteed a spot, kind of thing.
Isn't that nepotism?
I guess that was not the word I was looking for, but that
Hang
fits.
on, let me see if that's right.
There's a different word that I'm looking for.
Definition of nepotism. Practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives, friends, or associates, especially by giving them jobs.
I mean, yeah, that's
Nepotism.
essentially what was happening. Or like one girl, her mom was really close with the vice principal. So her kid got on the squad, like stuff like that. Like I feel like I was kind of cheated in that department.
It's
Even
messed
like
up.
in middle school, like you couldn't put me on a middle school team. That is not serious. Even high school teams are not serious. And I just tried out for being a basketball cheerleader, not even a football cheerleader.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Boo. I hated it. I'm glad I didn't make it though, because it turns out I actually didn't like any of the girls that were a part of it. And I probably would have been either miserable or turned out like them, which is very
True.
mean girl. So
Yep. Happens for a reason.
it really does. I think that might have been all the things I've been involved in. I don't know.
That's a pretty good bit.
Yeah, back in my day. But pickleball, I don't think people understand how much I think about pickleball.
And I didn't realize pickleball, is that an indoor sport?
Not that I know of. I guess it could be.
When I was watching Ghosts, their pickleball court was inside.
Really?
Yeah.
I've only seen it played outside. That's pretty cool.
Dude, if we can find indoor pickleball, I'd be all over it.
Yeah. Oh my God, I want to play so bad.
How many
I want to
people do
play
you
so
play
bad.
with? Just two?
You could do 1-on-1 or 2-on-2.
Huh.
I'm if I had like someone in some place near me that I know I could always go and play with, I would be so invested. I would get all the gear. Like,
I think you need to play it first.
I
Realize that you
know.
actually like it.
I know. In my heart, I love it. So,
I don't know. I just knew this one girl who was obsessed with pickleball and I hated her. Actually, she was one of my employees, one of my supervisees at a job that I had. She was
oh
older than me.
no.
Um, but she was very fit and always had to go to her pickleball games.
Oh my
But
God.
she went all the way to Statesboro for hers. Yeah.
Like every time she played,
Yeah. It was once a week or
seems
so.
like a lot.
Yeah. So I don't know um if there is anything around here. Or if they are, if they're
Well,
at churches.
when was that though? Because I'm sure like by now it's become more of a craze.
Probably. It was about 2020.
They have to have somewhere down there now.
Pickleball, near me. Let's see. Oh, the Chatham Racket Club.
Ooh, that sounds a little fancy.
Margaritaville pickleball courts.
Isn't that the old people?
Yes, it is. And there is, this is outdoor in Richmond Hill, which is not that far away. Okay, they are all outside.
So when are we gonna play pickleball?
Oh no. I wish they had so living in living in Savannah quarters now, I can get the club membership if I wanted to.
What is that?
They have, like food and beverage. They've got the nice ass pool with the water slide and all that stuff.
Like a country club? Kind
Yeah.
of?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you gonna do it?
Maybe eventually. It's kind of
Wait, did you say it's
expensive.
free? Oh, I thought you
Mm-mm.
meant living there, you get it for free. It does
No,
sound,
but I think
I
I get
don't
a
know.
discount. So anyway, I don't know if they have pickleball. Maybe they will. Maybe
They
I'll turn
have
into a
to.
country club gal.
Oh my God, stuff. I would love that. That'd be so fun.
Just have my sweater tied around my shoulders.
Yes.
Their pool is amazing though. It's so
Really?
nice. Yeah.
Is it in that area where your house is at, or is it somewhere else?
It's not in that same neighborhood. It's like how we had Costco and everything.
Mhm.
It's like where all that group of red lights are.
Oh, so not far at all.
No, it's not far. It's just not the same neighborhood.
That would be very cool. Should look into that.
I will.
Yeah.
So, but apparently though, pickleball is just on tennis courts. They just have lines for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a tennis court at the little park right beside my house, so maybe I'll just go draw some lines.
Maybe
Got nobody to come pickleball with me though.
you get
It's
somebody to
hard out
pickleball
here.
with you.
I don't know anybody around here.
Fair.
Um, Speaking of Statesboro, Danny McBride is the love of my life. But not speaking about Statesboro at all. But on the way home, do you want to talk about the sign that I was supposed to look out for? Do you want to talk about what's
Yeah,
going
we
on
can
with
talk
that?
about that. So the journey that we have to take I-16 from to get to my place to get to your place. And there is a KKK membership banner in the bushes, and it's got the flags and everything else. I still can't believe you missed it.
Totally missed it. And I was on and off thinking, like, oh, look out for it. And then I would like think about the song
Forget
I was
about it.
listening to, and then think about the traffic I'm navigating, and then be like, okay, look. But I was constantly thinking, look, look, look. Never found it.
I wish I knew
But
exactly where it was.
we'll have to figure that out and pinpoint it because it's insane to me. Like, I just living in my own bubble, I forget that things like that are still out there. And that's very naive of me to say, but it's hard to, I don't know, to be in that mindset when that's not who you are. And so the fact that you said they had like a whole, like, what was it, an advertisement?
Yes. Like,
That's
join us.
wild.
No,
Like,
but I've actually had, sorry,
no,
another
go ahead.
instance of that. And this is when I don't know, I was maybe like 16 or 17, but there's this gas station in Rutledge, and I went to go up to the pump, and there was a business card for it. And I told my mom, I was like, I want to keep this. And she was like, you better put that back.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's still out there. And actually I this is gonna get really sad for a second, but I had two friends that were sisters when I was really young, and their stepdad was like a card carrying KKK member. Like, he had a frame with this like certificate. Yeah.
No way.
But he was also a child molester, so it goes to show you
Oh my God.
um what type of people they are.
Yeah.
He's in prison now, so
Thank God.
yeah. But no, I mean, it's very rampant. Well, just like in Madison, they had a KKK rally not that long ago. I'd like to say maybe like a
Whoa.
year ago. But people were trying to stop it, and they were like, we can't. We literally cannot stop it. So they had, like the carrying the cross and all the torches and white robes and everything. Yeah, scary.
Like Madison, Georgia.
Like Madison, Georgia, yes.
That it's so unsettling to think that that is so close to home. Even the sign so close to where you are. How are we still doing this?
I don't know. I really don't know.
It's terrifying.
But it's crazy that it's still just like here.
Right. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I bet you didn't know I had so many stories, did you?
No, that's scary. That's so scary. It was happening like essentially right down the road. I didn't even know.
Right. No, I want to see if I can, which I don't even think we'd be able to post it anywhere because we'd probably get flagged. But I'll have to see if I can find the picture of the rally and show it to you because it was pretty fucking scary.
My God.
Yeah. Yeah. Grody.
Oh, shake that off.
I know. Gives you the ick.
Yeah. And then I think like just in life in general, how many people we've come across, whether it be like classmates, co-workers, friends of our parents, like how many of them are involved that we don't know about?
Right. Because you have your
Probably
hood on. Nobody
you'd be
knows.
surprised to know how many
Yeah.
are active in that.
Yep. I know I have a PSA now.
You do your PSA while I look for what I want my song of the week to be.
PSA, don't be racist. Jesus.
Oh my God, that is so relevant. Thank you. Okay, my song of the week is The Deeper Down by Princess Goes.
Nice. All right. You've been listening to the Straight Crooked Podcast.
Bye.
Bye.